I just started the recording. So I'll start with a quick introduction. I'm the founder of Bizstart. It is a white labeled technology platform for the universities and state governments to be able to sensitize students wholesale on the real opportunities in entrepreneurship with the objective of identifying potential ideas and aspiring entrepreneurs for incubation. I'm otherwise an MBA, CFA, and CISA. My age is 50, and I've spent 5 years with the Bombay Stock Exchange as head of their index cell, 1998 to 2003. And after that, I worked with an American hedge fund administrator for 14 years, quit in June, July of 2018. Our mission is to create 1 million successful entrepreneurs in India. Government says you become Atmanirbhar, but they don't explain or help you how to become Atmanirbhar. So we are trying to solve that problem wholesale through a B2B platform, which is what we do.
Brilliant.
So shall I share my screen and shall we get going?
Go ahead.
Right. Okay. All right. So yeah, so you should be able to see a screen now. Bizstart, and please let me know if you're able to see it now,
Yes,
sir.
I'm able to see it now.
Right. Okay. So this is a platform for anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur. There are two kinds of opportunities one could see. One is established business, we call it MSME or a business. The other is innovative, which is either a startup or a niche business. Anyone who's interested to start any startup or a business, they can go through a particular industry. Say, for example, if you have an innovative idea, and someone else, Maniata or someone has joined, I've just allowed her in. So any innovative as a business you want to start, say in agri-tech, you click on agri-tech and you'll find 30 to 40 real startup opportunities in the field of agri-tech, which are curated for you. You pick up a industry or a business of your interest. Someone else is also waiting. Let me approve that as well. So we have 5 participants now. Okay, so you have a choice of startup opportunities. Say you're interested in vertical farming. What you'll see here is you'll see what is a problem statement and what is a solution that few of the startups are trying to offer in order to solve that problem. Is it a B2B or a B2C or both opportunity? What is the target segment and who are the best players in the world and in India in this space who are already trying to solve that problem? The objective of providing so many case studies in each of the sectors is that at times the students make the mistake of getting fascinated with the first idea they get in their mind. Almost in all the cases, some work would have already been happening somewhere in the world, and we try to bring that so that we save a year or two for these students, right? So that they don't have to like reinvent the wheel. So any sector within agri-tech, you want to get into precision farming, you'll see a problem statement and a solution and what is the opportunity. You want to get into farm management software, etc., etc. So there are 30, 40 opportunities in the agri-tech space. Similarly, if you go to what are the innovative businesses in the fashion tech, you can get into predicting, oh, I've already opened a maximum cards, right? So you'll see a lot of opportunities there. So this is about innovative. About established, this is a different format. Say, so you are interested in a food-based business, right? So you click on that and you'll find how to open a cafe or a restaurant or a food truck or a cloud kitchen. Say you want to start a cloud kitchen from home. So what we have done here is in the last 4 years, we have gone across India and we have identified good to great business owners in each of the categories. We have interviewed and empaneled them and we asked them that since you have been doing this business for so many years, if a student was to start this business from home, this cloud kitchen, what is a real opportunity and what does it take to start? So it gives what is the investment, what is the gross profit margin, what is the turnover to break even, how many staff you need, what is the operating cost per month, and what are the different 4 cloud kitchen opportunities, and what is the expected sales and profits in each of the first 5 years. Importantly, sir, this has come from horse's mouth. A person who's running 50 cloud kitchens across India, we have personally interviewed him and we asked him, you explain what is a real opportunity. So this is not from AGI or Chat GPT or Google or actually anything. This is me personally interviewing a person, right? So there are 2 kinds of opportunities, as I said. As we added more and more, we added industries, right? So now you can look up opportunities in advertising, agribusiness, airport operations, and across 63 different sectors. So say your students are interested in energy tech. Let us take that example. You'll find a lot of opportunities in energy tech, innovative. And so we consider solar business as a traditional business now because it has been around for 15 years. But if you want to get into hydrogen based or clean energy using fusion actually generator, you'll find what is the problem statement and what is a case study and what kind of an opportunity it is. You can also search from a word, right? You want to look at a green business, right? So look at green. So there would be a lot of established opportunity. You can open a solar business or an electric vehicle. But if you want to get into innovative businesses in green, you can get into eco-friendly concrete, and you'll find a case study and few players, right? So you want to get into edible cutlery, which is also a green business, right? Though in the food space. So you'll find all these opportunities. As of date, we have got 712 different opportunities, 300 in the MSME sector, which we call it established business, and 400 plus under the innovative. Now, when we create a white label environment for a university, this is how it looks. So the name of the university, in this case, actually your university, have just created a demo environment. Each student gets a login and a password individual, right? So they have their own space, which starts like this. And the first step they do is they take an assessment. So it is a list of questions which they answer. Once they answer, they get a report. Are you a natural entrepreneur or not, right? And it tells you whether you're fit for a startup or a business, whether it is just a dream or a passion, whether convincing the family would be a challenge, and so on. The second is a more elaborate assessment, which takes around 40 minutes for them to take. It has got 6 subparts. Once you take that assessment, you get a report, which gives you a profiling about your personality, your ability, and given your personality, ability, and interest, it also tells you which are the top industries and businesses which are suitable for you. Now, this is very helpful for the students who know that they want to be entrepreneurs, but they haven't been able to figure out what industry I should start, right? So we, or the science of the psychometric, based on your ability, personality, and interest, gives a recommendation that I think you are fit for these 3 industries, and these are a few of the opportunities. So this is step 1. There are 2 assessments, as I said. Are you a natural entrepreneur, and which are the businesses which are fit for you? Then students get access to explore 700 plus case studies. Each student can open only 20 of their interest, right? So if you want to start a solar energy solution in remote locations, you can check it. So you can open, each student can open any 20 cards of their interest from a 700. Next, it is important for the students to think of all the important questions which go into starting a startup or a business. And this often is called a business model exercise or business plan exercise. And we have made it a fun exercise by making it an MCQ. So we ask students to answer actually the questions about the idea which they have in their mind as to what do you want to do, right? You keep on answering, 27 questions you answer. Then we ask few text-based questions, right? Once they answer all these questions, right, we map the answers in the backend and we create a downloadable business plan for them. What are the threads? What are the resources required? What is actually the revenue cost? What is the value proposition? What are the differentiators? We don't want any student to start any business at all unless they have answered these questions to our satisfaction, because otherwise they will fail. The problem in India is not that people don't start, right? The problem is that 33% of new businesses close down within the first 2 years of their launch. 98.5% of the startups fail. So we are forcing students to think of all the aspects of starting a business or a startup through this exercise. We call it a business plan, but this is a mix of business plan and the model at the canvas. Then if you don't have a mama, papa, chacha at home to talk to because you want to talk to a real entrepreneur, you can schedule a call with a business owner, startup founder, or a function head. But say you want to talk to a business owner, we say that you talk to a business owner in the field which was a recommendation for you, but you can choose any industry. You want to talk to someone in the health space, you click on that and you'll find a lot of opportunities. You want to get into wet wipes as a business, you want to get into wholesale and medical business, you want to be a nutritionist, and we provide the social media handles of these real entrepreneurs. Everyone who's panel has got at least 5 years of experience and they have been personally verified by us. So we have got 255 entrepreneurs as mentors across 20 states in India, which are already panel. If you want to schedule a call, you click on schedule a call. Their calendars are integrated with our system so that you will see the next availability of these people, the languages they can talk in, and there will be a fees. The fees could be anywhere between 900 rupees to 3,000 rupees. There are few outliers, but this call with a real entrepreneur is not free. But each has chosen to charge as something because they have got a full-time job to actually do their business. So you can schedule a call with a business owner. If you're interested in a technology business, you'll find technology experts, right, into the ERP systems and cybersecurity and so on, right? And then you choose to schedule a call actually with them, right? So it's up to you. Second, you want to talk to a startup founder. We are very clear a business is not a startup is not a business. There are 4 things which differentiate a startup from a business. So students have to be clear. What do they want to do? Because the approach is very different. If you want to talk to a startup founder, something in organic or agri or chemicals, again, you click on that and you can schedule a call. If you want to talk to a lawyer about compliances, getting food license, we call them functional experts. There are 5 kinds of functional experts: legal experts, business planning experts, accounting experts who can help you with incorporation, funding experts, how to create a website, branding experts, etc. Right? So basically, we have online availability of business owners, startup founders, and the functional experts. Sir, is the speed fine? Can I go with the same speed? Okay. Next, we have identified that each student struggles with 13 areas when it comes to being an entrepreneur. And we have identified those 13 areas and we have created a blog for each one of them. So how to convince parents if they are insisting you to go for a job, whereas you want to go for an entrepreneur, a real problem with a lot of students. How to use imagination. What is the difference between a business model and a business plan? What is the difference between a startup versus business versus self-employment versus a big business, right? How to use innovation, how to overcome the fear of failure. What is the Startup India Seed First scheme, and so on. And finally, we have got an SOP, 14 steps on how to launch a successful startup. This is based on Harvard ILab and Y Combinator, if you are aware about that. This is 83-page book, a very small book, but it has got important chapters like how to come up with a startup idea, how to evaluate the idea, who's your customer, how to write a value proposition statement, how to do a validation without spending any money. We strongly feel that all the students in India should do these 6 chapters while in education, right? As you said, during the course of the graduate program, each student should have a side hustle of their own, which is what you said, sir, right? That is exactly the mission we are on. 6 steps everyone should do. After that, if they want to go for a pre-seed funding or MVP and all that. So these are, each chapter is only so much, right? It is a fun book, 83-page, but very specific SOP on how to go about it. It's available in English and Hindi as well. So effectively, each student gets a personal environment of their own, a login and a password, whereby they can take 2 assessments, they can explore 20 opportunities across 700. They can create a business plan, they can schedule calls, which is a paid call, they get blogs, and they get an ebook. Now, I'll shift to a few slides so that we put this all together into a program now. So the brand is called Bizstart. I'm the founder. We are a startup ourselves. So actually, the trademark is in our name, and we are also solving a problem. What is the problem we are solving? Universities and colleges aspire to become centers of excellence for entrepreneurship, but the process is not easy. Why it is not easy? Because they need a technology platform to systematically sensitize students with evidence. They need verified mentors. We have got 255. They need a scalable process to be able to evaluate, say, 1,000 startup ideas. Everything is a data. We give you a dump of all the business plans. You filter on Excel, and you can do an analysis of the startup ideas wholesale. We have an SOP on how to do a validation of startup idea by interviewing real people in the market. We have a template to create a business plan, which is what I've showed you. We've got assessments, case studies, 700 opportunities by talking to real entrepreneurs. Few of the universities which don't have much on entrepreneurship, we help with what are the 7 chapters they should teach the student. And everything is available as a metric. So you can understand which student has taken assessment 1, what was the result, have they filled a business plan or not. So we offer the solutions which I've already explained. In addition, we also do a pitch day. We also arrange real entrepreneurs onto the campus, and we have got an e-commerce as a platform if any student wants to launch on a trial basis, and we can handle the curriculum of IIC also, Institutions Innovation Council. I already do that for the Valoor Institute of Technology in Valoor. So these are the advantages for the universities. It is a plug and play implementation of a state of the art system. We call it the pre-incubation system, but the guarantee is that every student gets clarity, they get sensitized. And if they choose to be entrepreneurs, they anytime in their life, they'll be clear what business or startup they could launch. We also have started working with two state governments, Gujarat and uh, actually Rajasthan. And there, the story is that the teachers have been asked to teach entrepreneurship, but they need help. So we offer Bizstart as an autonomous tool in the hands of the teachers so that they are able to do a good job of entrepreneurship, right? Actually, the government institutes, they don't have the luxury of an incubation center or experts like you. So there we empower them. This is how incubation happens currently. It is based on application. We are trying to change that in India. We intend to approach it as a funnel, and we believe in sensitizing all the students as a starting point, and then we offer assessments and all these steps which we offer that helps us identify sparks in students, which at times even students don't know if they have that spark. And this is a proven system, right, which helps in identifying startups which stand a better chance to succeed. These are the six, actually, the chapters. As I said, we believe every student in India should learn these actually 6 steps, because it is a skill. Even if you are an employee, but if you have learned this skill, you will be a better employee in life. This is how a program runs. We start with creating a white label environment, then we create activation code for each of the students, then we do orientation sessions, then they take the journey online. It is all at part-time. You don't need anyone to come in a class except maybe an orientation or when we send a real entrepreneur onto the campus. By the time they reach the 7th step, we do a demo day or a pitch day, and then based on the arrangement with the university, we can announce the winners or we can give a free incubation, etc. We believe if a student can spend between 6 to 15 hours seriously at their ease at home on our platform, they all will get the clarity, right, which is actually the goal. And from then we can take the best ideas for like incubation ahead. We give you a choice of real entrepreneurs whom you want us to fly down to actually your campus. We have got across India, across all the sectors. We give you a choice of 100 plus, right? Real entrepreneurs across India. You want a 3D printer expert, electric vehicle, chocolatier. One of the startup founders, sorry, I'm forgetting the name, right? So I've got Ishita Saxena, who's into herbal products, similar to what I heard from actually from the student who's on. I'm forgetting the name. I'm sorry. Right. So her name is Arzu, and she's based in Hyderabad, and she's doing fantastically well. She was also part of the IIM Bangalore NSRCL actually program, and she is first doing a diagnosis of the kind of skin you have, and then she gives a customized herbal product as a solution. So that kind of an experienced entrepreneur is already there. So if your startup founder wants to scale up their business, we make her speak to Ishita, right? Which is how it works, right? So we believe anyone who has already done it before you like leverage their experience so that you save 1 or 2 years of your struggle. If you want to talk to only the young entrepreneurs, we can offer that as well. So Ishita is there at the bottom center. If you see, her category is herbal skincare products and her brand is Arizo. And similarly across industry, right? Surbi Sangania is into chocolate. That's also a startup and so on. So we have got 256 as of date across 20 states. Women entrepreneurs, we have got 54 across India. These all are actually verified by us. Experienced people, few of the best people in each of the industries in India. So our clients are colleges and state governments, our communities. We just signed up a big contract with Jain International Trade Organization, JITO, and we are implementing our platform for 10,000 Jain youths across the world, right, to sensitize them and have them identify. Vision is to create the expertise of a McKinsey or a BCG available to a business owner in India using analytics and AI, but we haven't done much on AI yet. We're still in the process of actually doing a setup of the lab. So we have an opportunity discovery platform and a pre-incubation already. Actually, the goal is ultimately to transition into business acceleration through AI. That's actually the vision. We administer IIC. This is, I'm sure you are aware about that, sir. This is the IIC curriculum, the latest one. And we support all kinds of entrepreneurs, not just a startup. There are 5 kinds of entrepreneurs: small business, self-employed, family business, and all. These are the chapters which we can help you with. These are the matrices with which you are able to control and track the progress of the students, right? What they have done on actually. So you don't have to ask them, right? We give you MIS, right? So that you know which student has logged in, which student has taken assessment, and so on. So in summary, we offer a pre-incubation program, which is where our expertise lies. And since you have the incubation already, any help you need with any of the aspects of incubation, we can help, because we have got all the resources you need for incubation as well. But we are not an incubation ourselves. These are the profiles as of date. As you see in personal care, on the traditional business side, where is it? Anyway, right? So you'll find opportunities both on the traditional side as well as the innovative side across industry. We are not a knowledge shop. We are a system which is based on 4 pillars. First is assessment, self-awareness. You reflect on yourself, because not everyone is a born entrepreneur. Not everyone is fit for a solar business, right? So you find your alignment first. Then we leverage the academic experience by complementing with entrepreneurial experience. Then we force students to take action, because unless you take action, you don't learn. And then in terms of the knowledge, we have got the best from Harvard and that which we make available. This is our current organization structure. The 3 people at the top, that is my board. The CTO is in Fremont in California, and Amit is in Abu Dhabi, is an investor as well. And we 3 started our journey from the same room in Bombay in the year 1998. So that is our connection. These are the first set of the institutes with which we have started already working. So we are a 3.5-year-old startup. I'm sorry. And we launched our first MVP in 2020. And with that, we would have done around 1,000+ meetings across India. We got all the feedback, and then we built the upgraded version of our product in September 2022. And since then, we have started approaching the institutes across India, and we have got almost 100% conversion. So I will put a disclaimer. All are not already clients, but many are, or they are in the process of MOU or a pilot. But I'm hopeful that 95% of these will be my clients in a month's time, because we are already speaking to them. I go across the universities every now and then, and I address students. This is me handling the IIC curriculum at the Vellore Institute. Like last year, I specialize in writing a value proposition statement and doing a product and market fit for startups. This is at Parul University. This is last week I was at the Pacific University, because we signed a contract with them to run a certificate program in entrepreneurship for Udaipur. So this is last week, and I'm there across India. This is me at Chennai. Last year, the person in the center in suit is the Commissioner of Higher Education at Gujarat, and we have had 2 meetings already to offer Bizstart to all the 5 lakh government university students, but the deal is not yet done, but we are already speaking. I've been covered in the media a couple of times. I've got an ad agency. And every time we empanel a real entrepreneur, which is what we did in the past 4 years, right? We put out a story on our social media so that we provide a visibility, and we inform our followers that from today, we've also got a food truck as a business owner. He's based in Erode, right? Or you want to start a wastewater treatment business. We've got a master's in hydroscience engineering who executes projects for state government based in Pune, right? The president of the Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce is empaneled, and our entire team. Warehouse business owners, chartered accountants, fashion garment experts, right? I mean, you name it, organic honey business owners, HR consultants, coaching, furniture, graphologists. Actually, she is an MD, a dermatologist. If anyone has got a piece of land and they want to grow organic aloe vera, we can make you talk to a farmer who grows organic aloe vera, right? You want to start a salon and a spa, we have got a salon profitability coach in Pune who runs a 7-room spa there. She's on panel with us, Ratna Kulkarni. You want to start a dance academy, talk to the owner of the Kalayalam group in Pondicherry. You want to start a cow farm business, a horse breeding business, a fashion, a psychology counselor. I mean, you want to start a film production company, we've got Vipasha Kiran in Hyderabad and panel. You want to start as a parenting coach. So we support both a manufacturing, trading, and a service-based business. We support all. right? You want to be a food blogger, we can make you talk to the best food blogger in Rajasthan for 8 years in a row. We did a successful pilot in the month of December at PDEU at a university. At Gandhinagar, there were 7,000 students, and these are the outcomes of the pilot. So before and after the 3 sessions, we did only 3 online sessions for the student. It wasn't a complete program. And we asked the same question before and after. So this was the impact of our program, our 3 sessions on the question. If you were to start your own business or launch a startup, do you have a clear idea of what would that be? So this is the clarity which all the students got. The second question was, assuming you were to become an entrepreneur, how confident are you to launch and grow? This is about the confidence level. Now, this is an important slide because students got a reality check. We are not in the business of encouraging entrepreneurship. We are in the business of fostering anyone who has got an entrepreneurship spark. So for few students, the confidence zoomed, for few it fell down. And then when I spoke to these students, they admitted that they now understand that entrepreneurship is not their cup of tea, which is also good, right? So we don't want everyone to be entrepreneurs, but at least help those who have a spark. This is which of the modules, because as I showed, the platform has got 7 different sections, right? Assessment, etc. This is what they like. This is the overall rating which they offered in terms of the experience on the platform. And these were their startup ideas which we came up at the end of it based on the science of the value proposition statement. Then we also did a pilot with 3 incubated startups there. And we asked them what was the benefit, what was the overall satisfaction, where do they need more support, and we are helping them as of date. And these were their value proposition statements. Finally, we offered 3 plans, right? So it is a beginner plan, standard plan, and an advanced plan. The beginner, all the plans come for 1,000 students in bulk, right? So it is not per student. You have to take minimum 1,000 student plan, right? You can take a beginner plan. 1,000 student access to our system with the activities which I've said comes for 1.8 lakhs. If you want a standard plan, there we do additional 4 things. That comes for 4.8 lakhs. If you want to take advanced, then we also do pitch day, and we also do a mentoring of 4 incubatees. I'll send this across to you so that you could have a look. But all the students under all the 3 plans get access to the same platform, the same tasks, right, which are their assessment and the business plan, etc. With that, I'll stop. I'm sorry I took a bit longer because I wanted to cover everything, sir. Sir, you are on mute.
Yeah, it was a great presentation, and the concept is really good. Okay. So you may share this recording with us. We'll in turn share with our Vice Chancellor as well as the Pro Vice Chancellor and the head of the departments. One question which I was curious is, since we have 2 student startup founders already, we have with us Ms. Miranda. She is into manufacturing hair oils using a charcoal is one of the innovation proposition. And we have with us Adati. Is it possible for these 2 startup founders of Garden City University to have a demo run of the platform, and in turn they can able to give us the feedback that would substantiate the possibility of exploring this platform with the Garden City University?
Yeah, we can give a sample access to a couple of you. Absolutely, no.
Yeah, but
I'll be honest. Just actually a second. This platform is more for pre-incubation, students who want to identify. Once you are a startup, it's more about mentoring, which me and my team do. So though you'll have an access and you can answer all the questions, but I think they've already crossed that. They can answer the question so that if they have missed any important question. Right. But for the incubatees, right, who are already incubated, it's more the mentorship which happens that makes all the difference rather than a self-help, because the platform is more for the students who want to be entrepreneurs to figure out what.
Yes. Initially, they have not taken up a structured assessment as such. Okay. They identify one problem. They have observed the family business which was there before. And they have come up with this startup idea. But still, I think scientifically, going through this process will give them some of the important questions which you have mentioned more beneficial for them as well. All right.
Yeah. So please share their like email IDs and
Yeah.
phone numbers. These are the two things we need. And what we'll do is we'll create accesses for them, and they'll get an activation code and all the instructions on how to
Brilliant.
access the platform.
Brilliant. Brilliant. All right.
Great. Any
Miss-
questions from anyone?
Yeah, Miss Darthi Miranda, you have any questions?
No, sir.
Great. How long it took for you to build this platform?
We have been on it for almost close to 4 years now, because the key part was to identify the entrepreneurs across India. So I had to, that took full 2.5 years. Then we built the first MVP in August 2020, right? So it just had 40 businesses with an ability to schedule a call. You don't have assessments, because assessment building, we hired a company in Pune, a bunch of psychologists. That took 1 full year because it is a customized assessment. There isn't any assessment in India which tells you which business you should start. It's purely focused on entrepreneurship. It's not about career, right? So that took a year, but we in the process were talking to education institutes, IITs, IIMs, IP funds, because we wanted to get all the feedback. And once we finalized all the feedback in January 2022, we started working on this version of the platform in February 2022, almost a year back. And we were like ready with this platform in September. And after that, we started approaching the institutes, right? So we have been in the market for around 6 months effectively with this program, but we have been into this startup for 4 years.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant. I think it was a great meet to understand the opportunities how GC can able to collaborate. Looking forward to initiate further meetings and take up this opportunity further. All right. Thank you for your time, and thank you, Darthi.
Thank you. All the best, everyone. Yeah. All the best, startup founders. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.